Hello everyone! In this video I'm going to explain you some of the abilities that you can find on the cards of Omens of Steel. Okay? First of all, what you need to do is go to school, learn how to read, and when you get the box of the game you get this little book, instructions. It will explain you the mechanics of the game and also, as you can see, the abilities of some cards. But to help you on this issue, I will present you with some abilities that you can find on Omens of Steel. Okay? So, first of all, you play the abilities using a dice in this game. Some people like it, some people don't like it. Yeah. I will not go deep in the mechanics of the game. I will keep it for another video. This one is just to explain you some of the mechanics that you can find on Omens of Steel and abilities in this case. In this one, as you can see on the charger, he has the block mechanics. Since in Omens of Steel there is no crappy magic, like pling plings, any damage that you can try to make on this guy, he can block once per turn. Block can only be used once per turn. It cannot be used more than one. It has a cost, and you need to roll a 4 or more with the dice to the block be successful. Okay. The armor is like a passive thing that this guy had that negates 1 damage from any attack. So if you have a really weak card with 1 attack, I don't know why you have that. You can make no damage on this guy, just negates the damage completely. 1. If there is 2 damage, yeah, he will suffer 1 damage. Not big, a waste of time. Then we have the assassin, the little girl, and he has the Sunder and the dodge ability. Okay. The dodge ability is like the block ability, but actually you can use it more than once per turn. Yes, very nice compared to the block, but much rarer and costs much more to cast the ability. And this little girl also comes with Sunder armor that can literally negate and destroy the armor of this guy. That's one of the cards that can really negate this one with the Sunder armor. Okay, let me show you another one. This one has reposition. And what is reposition? Well, when you're playing Omens of Steel, your card will need to be placed in a layout that is defined by your leader. Okay, and reposition allowed you this card to go beneath or front another guy or to another row. You can literally choose where to go. That can be really useful sometimes, because range units can fire if they stand behind that guy. So you can sacrifice this ugly guy and protect your range unit that can stay below him. It's one of the usage for the reposition. This card also have cleave ability. Cleave ability allows you to, for example, when you use the attack with the ability cleave, you can damage 2 cards if they stay in the same row, not in the same column. For example, you can damage those 2, but not those 2. Okay, that's what the cleave means. Damage 2 units that are side by side on the same line. Okay. That's the Lucius, crazy guy, abilities. Okay. For next, you have, for example, the Manhunter. Okay. He has a range attack. What the range attack means is that you can attack any card that you like, a unit or a leader, with range. If you roll a 5 or more, the attack is successful, and you damage the unit without suffering any counter damage. Okay, and the best part is that range units can fire when they stand behind other units on the formation, on the battle formation. For example, you can have this kind of battle formation. You can see this one can shoot to the other guys, but that guy cannot attack because it has this outlaw, the Marcus the Gambler, in front, so does not allow him to overpass and attack the guy. It's like a rank formation, you know. This guy cannot leave the formation to attack and come back. So range units can fire when they are behind any kind of units, and they cannot be attacked directly by another attack. But I will explain it more deeply when we go to the mechanics really of the game. Okay, and he has a passive ability that is Inspire. Okay, that all cards with animal type gains 1 more attack. That's very useful if you put, for example, these guys on your deck. That is the attack dog. You see, he has the maim ability. The maim ability is like he bites the guy until he cannot do any action for 1 turn. So those two guys really get along together. The next one, we have the Harm Defender. He has the Pierce ability. Well, what does the Pierce ability do? Is like if you have 2 units, usually you cannot attack this guy because he's protected. But with the Pierce ability, you damage that guy and that guy at the same time. See? For example, if this card rolls a 5, he can make a Pierce attack with 4 damage against this little ugly guy and to the cannon. The both of them. Okay? And you will only suffer the counterattack of Marcus the Gambler, not from this guy. Okay? That's one of the usage of the Pierce ability compared to the Cleave one. And a Field Medic with a MK1 armor style. It's a little bit dark, but as I told you, in the future editions they will be brighter. And this guy has a heal ability. He can heal other units, okay, or leader cards as you will. You are completely free to choose which one. Okay, it has also a roll ability. He has a passive like an armor, like all the MK1 armor guys have armor ability. Okay. That's one of the things of the red faction that if I'm lucky and make the green one, will be completely different mechanic. But these guys, the fancy one, have the armor thingy. Now, for example, Merchant Rufus. The civilian guy with the card draw. Basically, you put that guy, you pay the ability, and that guy just pops out cards left and right. Tuk, 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 tuk. Basically, that's it. Well, there are more abilities that I would like to explain you. For the example, the action cards who have direct damage, who can hit clusters of enemies. But I will leave that for another episode. Okay, so for this one, thank you very much to be with me, withstanding my crappy English, and I see you in the next episode. Bye bye.